If you follow Mumbo Jumbo, you knew that he recently moved to France. And as he was doing so, something caught my eye. He posted a photo on his Instagram story that I failed to screenshot, I'm sorry, but it was an image of his bookshelf, his empty bookshelf to be precise. There was one singular book in there and I found that extremely funny because it was something about the book to bookshelf ratio. I guess he must have been there. But then I thought, wait, what would Mumbo Jumbo read? And wait, what if Mumbo actually only has one book? And why is there nobody recommending books to him? So here I am. Today we're going to talk about 5 books that Mumbo Jumbo should read. And maybe you can tag him something so he sees this and I don't know, something. Let's get into it. Come on. Our first book is The Director by Daniel Kehlmann. And as we all know, Mumbo has spent years behind cameras. And even when Minecraft was his full-time job already, he made films, he made commercials and photograph projects, and he even contributed to the Minecraft movie, you know, this small, very successful, giant movie with Jack Black. That's why I'd recommend The Director. It's a novel about one of the most influential filmmakers in history, but it's also much more than that, because it's about ambition, it's about creativity and the strange relationship between art and the people who make it. At the center of it is a German director who goes to another country to work, and you maybe see where I'm going with this. Because for someone who's always had one foot in the world of filmmaking and visual storytelling, I think this would be right up his street. Also, this book is a couple of years old and originally came out in German, but the English version gained popularity last year and won some prizes because it suddenly was very relevant again for some reason or another. You should read it, it's a very good book. Our second book is The Design of Everyday Things by Don Norman. As we all know, Mumbo is obsessed with design, whether it's his Hermitcraft title cards, his real-world inspirations, or the way he thinks about Minecraft builds as if they were actual buildings. Like, he's constantly analyzing why things work. The Design of Everyday Things is all about that. It explores how good design feels intuitive and invisible and how bad design creates this kind of friction. It feels like the kind of book Mumbo would read and then immediately start seeing examples of everywhere, and I gotta admit, I'm here for that. I want to see that. Our third book is Submarine by Joe Dunthorne. And I gotta say, this recommendation is entirely based on vibes. Submarine has a very specific kind of dry and awkward British humor that reminds me a lot of Mumbo's comedic style. It's witty without trying too hard, it's funny in a very understandable way, and underneath it all, it's a story about growing up and figuring yourself out, which I think is still something we still see Mumbo doing in his videos. It's also hard to separate the book from the film adaptation, which has such a distinct aesthetic and atmosphere that I can easily imagine Mumbo loving. It has this old school kind of vibe, this mid-century kind of filmmaking with old techniques and modern circumstances, and the movie's by Richard Ayoade, who's now working with Wes Anderson on a new movie, who Mumbo loves as well, so I think it's a perfect fit. And since Mumbo is British, we know he must love the Arctic Monkeys, and he would be in luck because their singer and lyricist Alex Turner wrote the whole soundtrack to that film, complete with original songs. It is a gift. Book number 4 is Humus by Gaspard Koenig. One thing I always liked about Mumbo's worlds is how technology and nature seem to coexist. Even when he's building like futuristic machines, there's usually a sense that the landscape matters too. And Humus explores humanity's relationship with the natural world, and it does so through the lens of soil and agriculture and progress. And it feels surprisingly connected to the themes that show up in Mumbo's builds. Old structures being reclaimed by nature, communities rebuilding from what came before, giant wheat fields beside advanced technology. It has a very solar punk energy that I think Mumbo would appreciate. One thing I gotta say though, the book only came out in German and in French, and I haven't seen an English version yet, but since Mumbo moved to France and he has to learn the language anyway, I think I believe in him. It will work out. And the last book is also mostly a gut feeling, I gotta admit. It's The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. Because in The Memory Police, memories slowly disappear from the world and people struggle to hold on to the things that make them who they are. It's a quiet and strange and deeply imaginative novel. And maybe it's because season 10 featured Mumbo storing his consciousness in a chicken and treating memories like physical objects that could be preserved somewhere else. I feel the themes just feel weirdly compatible with the kinds of stories and ideas Mumbo gravitates towards. I honestly can't fully explain it. I just think he would like it. I think he would. So, let's put today's books into our bookshelf. And I hope to make much more of these. I have a lot of books I want to talk about, so hopefully over time we have a bookshelf full of banger books only. And if you enjoyed this first bookish video, consider subscribing and leaving a like. It helps me so much and you get some cozy content for free. See you for the next one. Thank you for watching. Love you, bye. Keep reading.